What is up, everyone, and welcome back to Across the Board, sponsored by MoneyBall Metrics. We have a bigger crew than normal today, and we're very excited to welcome back our good friend Joe from Layoff the Juice. Along with Joe and myself, you have JD, my guy from Line Movers, and below us, the guy who may have to move to North Carolina because the New York Knicks have not lost since he's gotten there. Jefe Picks. Joe, we're going to start with you. Welcome back to the show, bro. How are you today?
Man, I'm doing pretty good. Been on a little cold streak. I dropped 3 units yesterday. But I do feel like I was on the right side of things. So just keep firing away, lowering the volume, keep the unit size consistent. So
that happens to all of us. We all have those type of days, but it's how you bounce back and get back on the winning ways. We know you're more than capable of doing that, Joe. Jefe, over to you. How you feeling today? We're all surprised you're here and, not in trouble somewhere. I don't want to say, a couple things here, but you're here. You made it. You're safe. How are you today?
Elated. Yeah,
it's a good word. It's a good word.
I am college educated, so thank you. But
news to all of us.
Can't feel my feet. To be honest with you, nobody can tell me shit. I don't give a fuck. I literally could not care less today. There's nothing, you can't bring me down.
Yeah. I mean, it's very difficult to bring us down after yesterday. And let's not get too much in it. Let's put up the graphic. Y'all know what we got to do. It's time to recap the Wednesday slate. And we're obviously going to start with Jefe and talk about that Knicks game. How did you do yesterday? And what did you feel about that Knicks performance last night?
I'm not gonna lie to you, man. I mean, to say I'm a Knicks fan is an understatement. I'm a huge Knicks fan. I love this team, man. I mean, I've suffered through Alexei Shved, Alonzo Trier, fucking.
Oh, come on, Trier was all right. He's not in that fucking.
I've seen Kristaps Porzingis get drafted. I've seen Phil Jackson make mistake after mistake. I've lived through coaches that I don't even want to say their names. Derek Fisher, Jeff Hornacek. I mean, people who really, really, really were just terrible at their jobs. Hate to say it, it probably started with fucking bum-ass Isaiah Thomas and Donnie Walsh back in the mid-2000s. Those two bum-asses, they're fucking lying. All right? Let me tell you something. There's only one team that could bring New York City together, and it's the fucking Knicks, and we are living in the best time. I can finally say that people are jealous of Knicks fans. You know how long I've been waiting to say that? Man, I'm so happy, but here's why. Because we still haven't played our best basketball. To be honest with you, we played 2 incredibly bad games. Yeah. The Celtics just figured out how to play worse when it mattered most. In terms of nothing to do with basketball, take basketball completely out of this, the Knicks are winning the mental battle 1,000,000-0. The Celtics have zero belief in themselves right now. They are questioning their ability to make open shots. I rewatched the entire second half this morning without the timeouts and without all the pauses. Watched every single possession. In the fourth quarter, in the main run, the Knicks stopped the Celtics 13 times in a row. Out of those 13, 9 of them were flat out, holy shit, OG, shuffling, PNR on Mitch, incredible rotations by Bridges, incredible show and go by Brunson where he did the double PNR. I'm going to get to Mikal in a second. But 4 of them were wide open, make those threes in your sleep type of shots that the Celtics missed. One by Tatum, one by Horford, one by Pritchard, one by Jaylen Brown. I mean, they make those shots 99 out of 100. And I watched this one clip twice. You knew it wasn't going in, just the body language that they had.
Correct.
Some of these misses, guys, there was this one shot that I'm telling you Jason Tatum makes 100 out of 100 times. It was a pick and roll. Drew Holiday's coming out to the far side of the post. Jason Tatum's wide open. Brunson tries to get over to him, but he trips. Jason Tatum has nobody coming to him. You know what I'm trying to say? Like when you have time to even take that extra dribble, the ball was off the back rim. It was such a bad shot. Jason Tatum is having the worst fourth quarter in back-to-back games in history. He's made one shot. One shot in back-to-back fourth quarters.
2 points in the first two games, and not only has he been just terrible in the fourth quarter. Who would have told? If I would have told you before game one that, or asked you who has more points in the first two games of this series, Josh Hart or Jason Tatum, and if anybody said Josh Hart, everyone would laugh in their face. But guess what? Josh Hart has outscored Jason Tatum, and that should tell you everything you need to know when he's the next, sixth best scoring option.
So, fun fact, Josh Hart was part of our POD yesterday because I saw the way he played in game one. I saw the rotations, and Tom Thibodeau is coaching the hell out of Zula. I guess not even close.
I want to make 2 points, and then I'm going to let Alpha, you could take it from here. Okay. I want to make 2 points. I want to shout out 3 people. One is obvious. It's Mikal Bridges. Send 5 more picks. I literally do not care. Send every pick for every year for the next 10 years. I don't care. He is now officially a top 5 defender to me in the NBA. In the playoffs, he's the number 1 defender. I don't give a fuck what OKC is doing. That's a whole nother story for a whole nother time. They do team defense. Individual defense, you can make a case. Mikal Bridges just won us 2 games.
100%. 100% the last 2 plays.
Next 2 guys I want to shout out. Tom Thibodeau. Your adjustments in the fourth quarter, fucking chess, cinematic, Louvre-worthy, incredible job to put Mitch in, to get fouled and get the more foul limit. Last person I'm shouting out is that fucking dude. Nobody wants it more than Mitch, and I fucking love it.
100%. He's laying out, diving on the floor.
Dying, making all the right plays, 0 mistakes. I don't give a fuck if you miss free throws. His energy, his heart, and his ability to stay in the game on defense, especially on players that are better than him, shiftier than him, and more crafty than him, is impeccable. That's the type of shit that will never show up in a box score, and that's the type of shit that not only wins you games, not only wins you series, but wins you championships. I'm done.
You're missing Karl Anthony Towns as much as
phenomenal.
I hate this guy. I don't know.
I'm not. No, Joe. The problem is I've seen the Jekyll and Hyde. Yesterday was his Jekyll. Game 1 was his Hyde. Show me continuity, and I'll give you your flowers. Great game, Cat. Great Cat. There were times where we should have been down 30, and we were only down 15 to 17 because Cat was playing back-to-back 3-point plays. What quarter was that? Was that second quarter?
Cat was dominating in the first.
Dominating, bro. Cat was the reason we were in the game. He was the reason he kept us in the game. When
were those 2 back-to-back 3-point plays on Horford? Was that in the second quarter?
I think it was the third. I think it was the third.
I'm not sure.
I don't think I know. No way, because we never in the third. We were never close enough for him to score 6 points in a row. You know what I mean? Like we were always 17 until the end. When we were down 20 and then went on that run. I think it was the second quarter because remember we were down 15 and then we ended up coming back in the second half. Then we were only down 9, right? So that was it. No, Cat showed me something. He showed me grit. It
was the third quarter. I just pulled up the game. It was the third quarter when he was able to do it.
That goes into what you said, Thibodeau making adjustments. He made adjustments for every single player on the Knicks. As much as I don't like the Knicks and I don't like Cat, I got to take my hat off, man. That's just damn good basketball, man. Like the man literally went from 3 fouls in the first half to he only had 4 for the game.
Shuffling his feet beautifully, was not overcommitting.
Bro. I just got a tweet sent to me, and I saw it earlier, and thank God my buddy just sent it to me. Shout out, Joe. You know who deserves? I saw this earlier. It's so true. You know who deserves all the credit for this? The motherfucking Detroit Pistons. Thank you.
They battle tested the Knicks, got them ready for this type of game. And the Knicks played fantastic.
The tools that we had to use to beat Detroit got packed in a little bag, got put on a little plane, and went right to Boston with us. We are playing it, guys. I promise you last thing. I'm going to stop talking. We, during the season, were a much better offensive team than defensive. Oh, boy, has it flipped. Yeah. Because I challenge you, other than OKC, who I am not comparing the Knicks to in any way. Do not put me on that record. I don't want anything to do with that team or comparisons. We are playing defense out of our minds. We're playing the best defense in the playoffs. Maybe OKC's right there. I don't want to compare myself to them, but the defense is incredible, and it's outshining the offense. And I always have believed in the playoffs where things slow down, and it literally becomes possession. It's all guys. The Celtics had 13 possessions in a row in the fourth quarter where they didn't score. That's it. Yeah. That's the game inside the game, and the Knicks are winning that.
Yeah, 100%.
This is the first time in NBA history where a team was down 20-plus points and came back to win in consecutive games.
First time ever.
No, it happened once. It happened once in 1998 in the playoffs. But the thing that the Knicks did the first is they're the first one to win by one possession.
Okay.
So like Knicks are the first one to come back 20 points in back-to-back games and win that game like by one or less possession.
But the problem with yesterday is, as a Celtics fan, I'll say it. The problem is everybody's finally realizing this about Tatum, but it did not get covered up because of Jaylen Brown. He's the reason why I'm blaming the Celtics. He had 17 in the first half and 3 in the second half. Usually when Tatum's off, which he's been off before. This isn't the first time he's done it. He's been off a lot. Jaylen Brown usually takes over in that spot. Between him, Derek White, and Drew Holiday, like, there's more than enough weapons. The problem is the Celtics just stopped playing Celtic basketball. They started doing this ISO one-on-one mess, which is what the Knicks used to do. But guess what happened? The Knicks have watched film on OKC, and they're playing the best help defense in the NBA outside of OKC. Like, the rotation that ended the game. If Mikal Bridges didn't block it, OG was right there. Like, never gonna get through.
Joe
he just shot it.
You're so right, dude. Cinematic defense, but you know what started that? Mitch understanding that he cannot let Tatum go right. That he made them left. Sorry, he made that mistake on the play before the fast dunk and all
into the help.
Yes. Exactly my God, dude! I get goosebumps talking about Mitch right now. JD, you haven't said a word. I'm going to ask you a question.
Okay.
Because this is not a Knicks show, and I got to ask this question because honestly, I don't know the answer to. And then JD answer and open it up to everybody else. If you are on the Celtics, if you're a player, if you're a coach, if you're a fan, what is the message going into Game 3? What are you looking at? Like, listen, we down 0-2, but.
Well, I was going to say, as far as the Celtics goes, their whole problem now is right here.
It's mental warfare.
It's actually all in the head. Actually, that was actually my main point. I mean, you're gonna have to overcome that. I mean, the Celtics. I mean, at some point, you have to feel like, all right, as far as being the better team, they have to think, okay, we are the better team. We've been up on them 20 points twice now. Honestly, they keep shooting themselves out of the game.
It's incredible, dude.
That's what they're doing.
Alpha, explain to me what is the Celtics' fascination with a step back fadeaway three?
It's what's worked for them for 2 years. They're playing the same game that they've always played. They're not really playing different.
This one play, Peyton Pritchard pulled up like his name was Caitlin Clark.
But that's what he does.
One of those 13 plays that they missed. There was no need to take a 25.3 point shot at that time.
But that's their style. That's their style. That's how the Celtics live and die by the three. We all know that is their style. It's not sustainable for most teams, but it has been for them. We can't knock the Celtics for playing the same style of basketball that they've played for 5 years now. They're consistently in the conference finals. Consistently competing.
Somebody should look at the damn box score. They shot 25% 2 days in a row.
Correct.
One day they shot 63s. They only hit 15. Yesterday they shot 40-something. Like,
they shot 40, 10 for 40
is the problem. Like,
which honestly, 40 is still too much.
This is why I'm getting pissed off at Missoula. Dude, you're giving up a 20-point run? Like, if you go multiple stretches without scoring the damn ball, call timeout. Or better yet, why are you going home with timeouts? It's not going to help you. Look, they had 12 seconds left on the clock. Call timeout. I don't give a damn that you run the same play.
Yeah, so stupid.
And honestly, it was
Let them get the jitters out. Let them do something. Like, to walk away and then throw your whole team under the bus in the post-game interview by saying, well, we ran the same play and I had faith. They just didn't execute. What kind of shit is that? Like, small timeout, let them get their nerves together. And because when Tatum lost dribble of the ball, I knew it was over. Before the shot went up, he's okay with his left, but when he lost the damn ball, I said, he's fumbling. Like, it's over. I knew it was over before the shot attempt /
the shot was terrible. I don't understand.
I get though. Like it was turned into a pass that got blocked. Like you didn't even attempt to hit the game winning shot. Like that was a terrible shot. That's up here, bro.
Like, I understand not calling a timeout. I just don't understand not calling the timeout after you saw the play was dead.
100%. I could not agree more. The play was dead, and you can't run the exact same play against this Knicks team. If we've learned anything about this Knicks team, they learn from their mistakes. If you're going to run the same play that they just faulted at 5 seconds earlier, bad decision there.
Thibodeau made the adjustment on the court, though. This is why I'm saying he's getting out coached. When Jason Tatum blew by him and had the dunk, right, to put him up, Thibodeau said, oh, they're running the same shit. Hey, Mitch, force him to the help. All three of them knew exactly what was coming. Like, how do you not call timeout in that situation? And not only that, how do you throw your team under the bus during a post-game interview? Like, what kind of shit was that?
I think the best way to summarize this, boys, is that there is trouble in paradise in Boston right now, and a lot of it is self-inflicted.
There's too much going on in the locker room that people aren't addressing. Porzingis with this illness in and out
no sense.
lineup.
It makes
like
no
a
sense.
selfish with Porzingis is like a plus 15 at least.
Yep.
Then he just he's not gonna play the second half. He's gonna come in the second half. Like what? Does he owe money to the mob? Like what the fuck is he doing?
Like, bro, I heard the weirdest thing about it today. So they were talking about it on on First Take, and what they're comparing 29-year-old Porzingis' injury or sickness to is a 42-year-old guy in his final playoff push. His stamina is not there. When he runs for 5 minutes, he's saying he feels dead inside and his body shuts down. It is the weirdest story in the NBA right now because this has been happening for 4 weeks to him. This is not new. They have the top doctors in the world in Boston, and they can't figure out what's going on with Porzingis. It's a very, very weird situation. I feel bad for him because when he's been out there, he's been dominant. He's looked fantastic, but it's a very odd situation. JD, thoughts?
Yeah, we like really need to move on. But I have to do one thing because after that game 1 win, I actually did something. So the Knicks won again in game 2. So I got to do it one more time. I got to do it.
Let's go, baby. Let's go. JD, welcome to the Knicks Kingdom, brother. The amount of people who have texted me, who I'm not going to name them because a lot of you know them on Twitter, have said, oh, we're now Knicks fans. JD, you're the only one welcome to ride with us, brother.
I don't want none of y'all. I'm sorry. I'm bitter. I got one more thing I got to say. It's a stat. I just got said. I've been wanting to see the stat for a while. Take a guess, everybody. One guess, one number. The time that the Knicks have led in this series through 2 games.
11 minutes.
Okay, JD, go.
Less than that. I'm going to say 7.
I'm going to go with 9, 10.
Alpha, great guess. 12 minutes, 15 seconds. The Celtics have led
I saw it.
81 minutes.
I did see it, so I kind of cheated. I said 1 minute under, so I would look like I didn't cheat, but I can't keep it contained. I did see that tweet, so I did know what it was. But yeah, man, crazy stuff. We have to move on because we have a huge day in sports today, guys. We have 3 games we're going to be breaking down, 2 MLB, 1 NBA. But before we do, we have not gone to JD or myself about our recap from yesterday yet. We've kind of got all out of whack here. I'll quickly go. I went 6-1, massive day, 3-0 on free plays, and we're keeping that rolling today. JD, how was your recap before we get into today's action?
I didn't quite go 6-1, but I did go 3-1.
There we go.
So it was definitely a good day, and ready to keep it going.
There we go. Joe, any thoughts before we get into a little MLB action?
Really, really quick question from a betting perspective. The Knicks are even money to win the series. Do we take it? Yes or no?
It's funny, Joe. I just saw it on DraftKings. They're actually plus 100 and Celtics are minus 120. As crazy as that sounds. And I don't understand why you would think the Celtics are going to win 4 out of 4 games here, 4 of the next 5. I don't know.
Do I think the Knicks win? Yes. Am I willing to put my hard-earned money on the New York Knicks, who were in the same exact spot last year? Let's not forget, the Knicks were up 2-0 against the Pacers. The same thing.
Absolutely not. Totally wrong. You couldn't actually beat you. That was actually the worst statement you've ever made, and so amazingly inaccurate. They were up 2-0 after winning 2 games at home.
That's right. 2-0 after winning 2
like,
games in a row.
You
They still didn't win.
Do not even.
They still didn't win.
No, do not even think of comparing winning 2 games at home versus Indiana versus winning 2 games in Boston against the defending champs. Come on.
I'm not going to take it. Not going to take it. Pacers came back 6-game series, won the whole thing. No, I'm not going to go over that. So a lot to do. The series is not over. And my point about that is I'm not willing to put it on this Knicks team because for 33 years of my life, I've seen them blow far too many big series for that. 2, take that bet. Am I rooting for them? Hell yeah. Do I think they're going to win? Hell yeah. But I'm not going to be putting my hard-earned money on it.
I officially believe the Knicks can win the series.
I do think they're going to win. I'm officially on board with thinking they're going to win.
Will I
put money on it? No.
I'm gonna even let this one. There's a bad statement. I'm gonna say, but F it. I already looked up Eastern Conference final schedule last night.
All right, don't do that. We're not going to do that. We're going to move right. Don't do that. Don't jinx us. We're going to move right along, gentlemen, into the MLB segment of the show. We've been red hot in the MLB, so I'm excited to dive in. First game we're breaking down today is going to be the Philadelphia Phillies taking on the Tampa Bay Rays in the Yankees spring training ballpark of Tampa. Phillies are coming into this game 21-15 on the year. They are 8-9 on the road, taking on a Tampa Bay Rays team who I say this every time. It's crazy to see the Rays with a 9-15 home record. They used to be such a dominant home team, but that is not the case when they're playing in a minor league ballpark and every other team outside them has better power hitters than them. That park gives up a ton of homers, and that's why they're getting killed at home. Let's go over the pitching report here. Pitching for the Phillies is Jesus Luzardo. Luzardo's 3-0 on the year with a 1.9 ERA. He's been absolutely fantastic for this Phillies team. Huge acquisition in the offseason. In 41 innings of work, he's allowed 38 hits, 11 walks, and only 1 homer. What can you take from all that information I just said? He's keeping the ball in the park. He's only allowed 1 homer all year and has a 1.9 ERA. On the other side, Ryan Pepiot. Pepiot is a pitcher I fade all the damn time. Pepiot's 2-4 on the year with a 4.25 ERA. In 38 innings of work, he's allowed 14 walks and 8 homers. The guy, when he gets hit hard, and the ball leaves the ballpark. That's not exactly a good recipe for success against the Phillies team that can absolutely mash. JD, I'm going to start with you. What do you like in Phillies Rays tonight?
Yeah, man, got to keep this really simple here. Jesus, our guy, he throws the ball with his left hand. And guess what? The Rays are absolutely horrible against
Is that noise?
handed pitching. I have no clue.
I think it's a Discord. Somebody was Discord up. Please close it.
So anyway, yeah. As far as the Rays go, they're just extremely bad. Then on the other side, Pepiot. Alpha said it. He has actually been actually getting hit hard, but what really stands out here is he gets hit really hard at home.
Yep.
In his past 3 home games, he has given up 7 home runs. Yes, 7 home runs in his last 3 home games. And tonight, well, it's a home game. Yeah, this one to me is simple. I'm actually taking the Phillies, but I'm taking them on the first 5 minus a half run. I actually locked in that one at actually plus 105, which I thought, as far as that number, was great. So
yeah. I'll jump in here next, gentlemen. I'm on the Phillies at the money line here. I locked them in at a minus 130 early this morning when I sent my card out. I do see here it's moved up to a minus 145. Some places it's a minus 150, but you can still get the minus 145 line. It's one of my favorite plays today. Luzardo's done a great job, like I said, of keeping the ball in the park, only allowing 1 homer across all of his innings this season. Yet again, JD broke it down beautifully, and I alluded to it as well. Ryan Pepiot cannot keep the ball in the park. They're playing in an undersized spring training ballpark tonight. One pitcher can't give up homers. One guy gives up homers like crazy. And with the stadium they're playing in tonight, it's just not conducive for the Rays to have a big performance. One of my favorite plays today is the Philadelphia Phillies. We cashed on them yesterday. We're going to cash on them yet again today. Jefe, what you got?
Phillies, keeping up with you guys, boys. I mean, Phillies are 4-1 in their last 5. Rays have lost 6 straight games at their home park. That's actually really freaking good.
Right.
Rays have lost 6 straight games at Steinbrenner Field. They wonder why, because they can't hit, and everybody they face can hit, especially in a minor league park. Phillies just playing good baseball. Luzardo's pitching well on the mound here for this money line.
There we go, Joe. What you got?
So just to keep this short and sweet, I'm on the Phillies first 5 money line at minus 130. I did not copy JD's bet. Let's see. Jesus is his earned runs is where, because I really wanted to back him individually. His earned runs was juiced at minus 170. And on the other side, Ryan, he just gets hits too hard. And being in a small stadium with the Phillies, whose bats have been on fire everywhere, I just think today just gets out of control. And worst case scenario, you push. So that's where I was at.
And the line movement kind of tells the story as well, guys. This one opened at a minus 130, and almost within an hour, it's shot all the way up to minus 150 and growing. One thing I'd like to say, if you do like the Phillies in this spot today, I would lock it in now rather than waiting closer to game time, because if it's anything that happened yesterday, the Phillies were a minus 125 for most of the day. When we got to around 4 or 5 o'clock, they creeped up to minus 150. By first pitch last night, the Phillies were a minus 175, and I can see that happening again today. So if you want to get a good price, you like the Phillies, lock it in now, and let's cash. All right, boys, we have one more MLB game we're going to go over until we get into the big NBA game tonight. And the MLB game we're breaking down is going to be the Dodgers going to Arizona and taking on the D-backs. First thing, I'm going to start with this game. You can see it at the bottom. Minus 150 / minus 145 is the current line. What you have to figure out, is this a trap? The Dodgers at a minus 150 doesn't happen often. Do you take them in this spot or do you fade them? Let's break it down. Pitching for the Dodgers is Yoshinobu Yamamoto. Yamamoto is 4-2 on the year with a 0.9 ERA. Yet again, 0.9 ERA. He's at a sub 1. His whip is also a sub 1, 0.93 whip. He's been absolutely fantastic. In 40 innings of work, he's allowed 24 hits to only 2 homers. He has 49 strikeouts in 40 innings. He's averaging over a strikeout an inning. You'll hear more about that coming up in a little bit from someone else not named me. On the other side, Arizona D-backs. Pitching for them is Brandon Pfaadt. I pronounced that terribly. Don't care. You know who it is when you see the name. He's 5-2 on the year, 3.8 ERA. In 40 innings of work, he's allowed 7 homers, 43 hits, and has a total of 35 strikeouts. Joe, we haven't started with you yet. Is this a trap? Should you take the Dodgers if they're in a playable range that's not a parlayable range? What do you like?
Dude, I just went ahead. I didn't want to take the Dodgers because for whatever reason, the Diamondbacks just historically, they tend to show up. I can't explain it. Like, I was looking at the head-to-heads, and I'm like, what the heck? I couldn't figure it out. So I'm going to take what I know. I'm going to take Yamamoto over 5.5 strikeouts. Just looking at the Arizona Diamondbacks, they have 3 hitters in the rotation that have given up the, 30% or more in K rates. Yamamoto is a K guy. I think that's a match made. So over the last 15 games, the Diamondbacks have given up the 9th most right-handed strikeouts to right-handed pitching. So even there's 3 really nice targets inside of that lineup, but there's other guys inside that lineup that are going to strike out as well. So give me what I know and what I can feel comfortable with is Yamamoto 6 Ks.
There we go. JD, what do you like?
Yamamoto, guys. I mean, he is one of the best in the league currently. Here in the first 5, I'm actually going to back him there. I went with the Dodgers first 5 minus a half run. I actually got that at minus 102. As far as this price, though, as far as the Dodgers, I mean, like as far as travel goes, there's a big like part like of this price here. But the game that they played yesterday, I believe they played yesterday afternoon, though.
Yes.
So it makes the travel spot not as bad as it could be.
Bingo.
So that's why I'm like not afraid to back them. But if you're giving me this actually guy at this price, I don't care who they're going to play. I'm actually pretty much going to blindly back them. But today they do get to face one of our favorite guys, Pfaadt, as we just call him now.
It works.
Yeah, and guess what? The Dodgers smacked this guy up.
Yep.
So yeah, give me all of that, and yeah, I'm actually gonna just stick to the first 5 here. Just as far as the bullpen, I just want nothing to do with that. So yeah, just give me the Dodgers on the first 5 here.
Give me the Dodgers on the money line. Not too often you get to take them at a -150. I locked them in at a -145 this morning. It's exactly what I'm playing. Yamamoto has been lights out. There's no other way to put it, guys. Like we said earlier, he has a 0.9 ERA. He's got a 0.9 whip. And this Diamondbacks lineup isn't scaring anybody. We just saw them in the series against the Mets. The Mets kind of blew them out for the majority of the series. The D-backs had one good game where they put up 5 runs, but their offense really did not do much in that entire series. On the other side, the Dodgers bats have been hot. Over their last 3 games, they have scored a total of 21 runs. In the series before that against Atlanta, the bats were hot as well, except for the last game. I do think that's going to carry over. And JD, you put it perfectly. The travel schedule is not too bad for this Dodgers team because the game last night ended around 7 o'clock. They were able to get out, get to Arizona. There's a time difference as well, so they had more time to get out there. I do really like the Dodgers in this spot tonight. I just feel like you have to take them with Yoshinobu on the mound. He's been lights out. That's exactly what we're playing. Give me the Dodgers on the money line, -145. Jefe?
Yamamoto on the road, 3-1, 0.38 ERA. That's pretty freaking nuts. PFAT at home, 3-1, 2.25 ERA. Pretty solid, much better. His ERA on the road is above 6, so it shows you that he's way more comfortable pitching at what do they call it, Chase Field? I don't even know. I think I might be right. Anyway, first 5 unders where I'm rolling with this one. You can get under 4.5 at even odds if you want to get a little spicy. If you want to be a little more conservative, you can get under 5.5 at -150 to -155. But I'm really liking the first 5 under here. These 2 pitchers are locked in, one on the road, one away. I think that you really won't see the bats come into play until both respective bullpens come into the game. So I feel comfortable at a first 5 under, like I said. I think I'm even going to roll under 4.5 at even odds. But if you want that extra run, which who wouldn't, and you're willing to lay some juice, so under 5.5, -150, it's not terrible.
So you're saying lay the juice or lay off the juice? Because I know somebody on this panel is all about laying off the juice. You could see Joe's at right there. Lay off the juice. Before Jefe yells at me, little joke on the nameplate. Just tease it a little bit. Don't need you jumping down my throat here. But, boys, it's about that time. We move on to the game of the night, the game everyone's talking about, and that is going to be in the NBA. So we're going to transition over to the NBA for the final breakdown of the day, and we're talking about the only game that we have on the slate tonight, which is going to be the Golden State Warriors taking on the Minnesota T-Wolves. This game is still in Minnesota, and we all know the storylines coming into this game. The only storyline and the only one people should care about is that Steph Curry is not going to be playing. The T-Wolves are down 1-0. The Warriors had an incredible win. No Steph Curry for most of that game. They still battled and beat the T-Wolves 99-88. But now we're in game 2. The nerves have subdued from the T-Wolves. At least they should have subdued from game 1. No Steph Curry. On paper, this T-Wolves team should beat this Warriors team by 97 points. But we all know that's not how it works in the NBA playoffs. The Celtics on paper should also beat the Knicks by 97 points. The Cavs on paper should have beat the Pacers by 97 points. It's not how it's been playing out. Do the Warriors have a chance here without Steph Curry? Or will the T-Wolves get back in the series, even it up, and take a commanding tie? It's very weird you could say that tying up the series would be a huge deal, but with Steph Curry missing at least 3 games after this game is everything for the Warriors. JD, I'm going to start with you. What do you like in this one?
Yeah, I haven't really locked like anything in yet. Way I'm thinking though is part of me feels like that's like Thunder game last night. Like actually the Wolves just blow them out, you know. And then actually like I have a little piece of me though that kind of feels like actually like you were saying, where as far as the Warriors, they're still going to come out strong, especially after losing actually their actual guy. You know, like teams usually at that point play like really hard. You know, so that's the one part that's like keeping me off of just laying actually these actually points. But then again, as far as my numbers go, as far as this total, guys, this like total is down to 201. Once again, I mean, I still think this total's crazy low. So as far as most likely, I'm actually going to end up on either the full game over or either the Timberwolves team total there. So
before I let you off the hook, JD, question from our guy Josh. What's up, Josh? We appreciate you tuning in as always, bro. You can get Jimmy Butler 2+3s at +150. 3 plus 3s at plus 500. Let me let JD and Joe answer this. I feel like you guys are the experts that can handle this prop question. JD, starting with you. What do you like? Would you take either?
I was about to say, for this, the way this game is going to set up, yeah. I actually really like that.
100%. Joe, thoughts?
So I do like the 2. The 3s is a little bit of a stretch for me.
I feel the same.
I like the 2 a lot. But without Steph Curry in the lineup, he's not made 2 threes in a game. I literally just pulled it up. But I think Jimmy's going to be the primary facilitator. If anything, I like his PRAs. I know it's at 38.5, but he's going to have the ball in his hands almost all game. We've seen Jimmy when he very first got into the NBA, right? When he was on the Bulls, he played the full game and guarded LeBron James in his prime. So Jimmy is more than conditioned to go, the full 40 plus or whatever.
Yeah.
So I like Jimmy's PRAs today.
Yeah, and I do think Jimmy will hit 2 threes. I don't think he's going to hit 3 threes. So I do like that play at a plus 150. I definitely think there's value. Jefe, thoughts about the prop, and then I'm going to go into what I think is going to happen in this game.
It's unpredictable, man. I kind of have a feeling this game's going to kind of go how that OKC Denver game 2 went last night. I've been struggling to really see where the offense is going to come from when the Timberwolves are able to game plan for a Curry-less Warriors team. So I'm a little bit worried. I mean, obviously somebody's got to score, but I could see it being like oddballs, like Podziemski, or shit. I mean, Kuminga's probably going to get minutes. Like,
he definitely get minutes.
Spencer, like, just people with low totals is what I would target. The higher guys are going to command the best defenders. I think the T-Wolves game plan is shut down Buddy and shut down Jimmy and let anybody else do everything.
Well, the question is, would you take Jimmy Butler 2 threes at plus 150 or 3 threes at plus 500? That's a question from Josh here. So would you take either of those?
No.
Okay, so you think it's going to be the role players, other guys that are going to have a bigger performance in this game. I understand that. I'm going to jump in here and give my opinion on the game. You alluded to it, Jefe, before I could even say it. We are going to see the OKC Denver Nuggets game from last night as a repeat of tonight's 8:30 Eastern time tip between the Warriors and the Timberwolves. The Warriors don't have the bodies to score with the T-Wolves. If the T-Wolves push the pace and anybody on their team can hit a freaking shot, unlike last game, I just don't see the Warriors without Steph Curry putting up a ton of points. I think their ceiling, the Warriors, is right around 100 points. I don't think they're going to get much higher than 100 points in this game. They need to play an all-defensive game like they did last game. And I just don't see this Timberwolves team laying an egg like they did in the first one. They're going to come out and play a lot better basketball. I was shocked seeing the scoreboard at halftime with the T-Wolves having 31 points. And there was no Steph in that game. But I can't see that happening again. Let's be honest, though. Everybody and their grandmother said that about the Celtics-Knicks last night, too. So I'm only putting one unit on it. But I am feeling very confident that if the T-Wolves play half the game they're capable of playing, they're going to win this by 20+. Truthfully, I think the T-Wolves might win this by 25+. I don't think this is going to be a game. Once the second half starts, I think you're going to know who's going to cover a big 10.5-point spread, and everyone's going to feel good about which side they took. They're going to either know if they're going to win it or they're going to know if they're going to lose it by halftime in this game. Anyone else have any opinions on this game? Joe, we need your thoughts. We need your props. What do you got?
Dude, I'm on the Warriors team total over 95.5. And let me tell you why. Just mathematically, that number's way too damn low. That you're telling me the Warriors aren't going to get 96 points? Like, that's what, 24 points per quarter? Or whatever that is, 26, 24 points per quarter?
24, yeah.
Steph Curry, one, I've dug into this a lot. Steph Curry got injured midway into the second quarter. He only had 13 points to begin with because they were doubling him, right?
Yep.
Well, guess what happened? The highest scoring quarter was the third quarter with absolutely no Steph. They had 36 points that quarter. Like, they're not going to go from hitting 36 points in the third quarter, which is pure Warriors basketball, right? And Jimmy led the helm. Like, they won the game outright. They did what they needed to do to win. So they won a game outright. They stole a game, and now you're going to say they can't get 26 points per quarter? Like, I'm not buying that. These are still NBA caliber players. I, for one, am buying into the trend of Jimmy and Buddy with the whole brotherly love locker room nonsense Batman and Robin they've been doing. But I just think 96 is way too low for a Warriors team that's still talented. Buddy Hill is more than capable. Kevon Looney is more than Steve Kerr is going to finally actually have to coach a game. And to me, the full game total is way too low. The T-Wolves could drop 125, 130 by themselves, right?
Yes,
and they laid an egg in the first half. They only had 11 points in the second quarter. Like, that's not happening again. Guess what happened when at halftime? They made an adjustment, and they said, oh, there's no Steph, so now we can play big ball. So Rudy Gobert and Naz Reid pretty much dominated the entire second half of that game. It was 29 and 28, respectively, in third and fourth quarters. So the T-Wolves are going to score because they have just a pure size advantage. But saying the Warriors aren't going to get 96, I'm not buying into that.
I can see it. I think that they're going to be a little bit lower, but that's the beauty of different opinions in the show, Joe. We'll find out tomorrow which one of us was right. And you know what? We could both hit this. Let's say they get 97 points and the T-Wolves drop 140 like I think is capable. One question we have here from Josh, what are the alt spreads? So, Josh, I have just pulled them up. You can get a minus 20.5 or minus 19.5. I would like to take them at a 20 at a plus 275. So minus 19.5 at plus 275 would be the alt spread that I would sprinkle on. 100% think that is definitely a play that has a shot. If you had to pick any game in any series right now between two teams without Steph Curry, I feel like this is the most lopsided. I know the Warriors won game one. I know I probably look like an idiot saying that because we just saw the team without Steph Curry win. But I don't see it happening again. I think the T-Wolves will get the offense going, and we'll see a big, big performance out of them. JD, anything you like extra on this game or any props you like on this game? What's up, Justin?
Nah, man. That was really it. The more that I listened to actually y'all here, I think I'm most likely going to be on that T-Wolves team total over.
All right, well, let's see a ton of points in this game. Let's see a ton of points by the T-Wolves, and let's see Joe get his Warriors team total over as well. All right, gentlemen, it's a bit of a shorter show. We started a little early because one of us has to catch a flight, the one who does not look like they're in the normal background. So you know who that is. So we got to keep it moving, gentlemen. We're going to get right into our best bets.
Thanks for asking me to play on the Timberwolves Warriors. I really appreciate it.
Sorry, I was really well, we went to you in the beginning, and you gave it out. You said you think the T-Wolves are going to run them over.
Well, I never said my official play.
Okay, I'm sorry. I'm trying to get you on your flight, Mr. Flight Guy.
Well,
what is the official play?
It's a Timberwolves minus 10.5.
Oh, no, we didn't fucking know that.
Wait, I have one. I do have a player prop, though.
And nobody fucking cares. JD, best bets for today, Thursday, May 8th. And then we'll go to Jefe for his little player.
No. Nobody gets it now. Everybody think out.
Little player, bro.
We are going to go with baseball here today. Give me the Phillies on the first five minus a half run. And then in the later game, give me the Dodgers on the first five minus a half run.
There we go. Joe, what do you got before we go to Jefe?
I got Phillies on the money line in the first five, minus 130. And then I have Naz Reid over 19.5 PRAs.
I like that.
Love both of those.
Let's get it. Jefe, first with the prop, then tell us about your Timberwolves.
I think the best player in the Timberwolves becomes the best player on the Timberwolves today. I'm going Anthony Edwards over points, 27.
I like that. I like that a lot.
I think that we kind of see very much so a mirror of what happened yesterday. SGA was the damn MVP last night. He damn sure looked like it.
Yeah.
That whole team played well, but I think it's exactly what we're going to see today.
Oh, wait, I have a question for you. Before you continue, because we didn't see SGA get the MVP, do you expect Joker to get it in Denver?
Alpha, did we have that convo on air or off air? On
air. That's why I'm bringing it up. That was an on-air conversation.
I am baffled. I really – because I don't know. At this point, they would have to wait now. I guess next week would be the next – they're not going to announce it when OKC's on the road.
Exactly.
So Game 5 would that'd be next week already. Today's Thursday, duh. Dude, Joker might be getting it.
That's why I brought it up. Crazy.
They did the BS. Like, they got to get the BS award. Not that they're BS, but social justice award. Freaking all their fake ass Walter Payton Man of the Year awards that they're trying to copy the NFL for, bro. NBA, think of your own shit, bro. Please, did you even know who won it? Do you even know who won the social justice award?
Drew Holiday won the social justice.
Yeah, him and his kids were on the court pregame. You're acting like me, Joe, and JD aren't locked into the NBA right now.
Oh, can you wager on that? Because I want to put a lot of money on next year.
Who's going to win the The Walter Payton NBA Man of the Year? Yes, it's going to be Kristaps Porzingis.
Cat.
Don't ask me why.
Cat.
Don't ask me why. Okay, it's definitely.
He's going to build a few basketball courts in the Bronx.
Oh, he has talked about. Oh, I thought he was going to bring it back up. Okay, well, hopefully it'll be Cat. You definitely can't bet on it yet. I don't know. It's barely an award, but we'll keep it moving. Hefe, you finished your best bets, right? Or did you give it?
No, I haven't even gave you any of my best bets, but thanks for really paying attention today. See, we're very simpatico. Wow, really, you're doing great, man. Thanks.
I'm trying to get you. You told me you had a hard out at 12:30.
Okay, shut up. Timberwolves minus 10.5. We spoke about that. I got a baseball play that we did not speak about. Tigers game 1. Rockies. The Rockies are a minor. The Rockies somehow are a minor league team playing in a major league ballpark, while we have major league teams playing in minor league ballparks.
It's insanity.
It's hilarious. But anyway, gas can number 4 of the year is on the mound. Oh, gas can number 1 of the year last night. Charlie Moore just keeps going out there and just keeps getting mowed down, baby. Every time he pitches, it's a holiday. It's becoming so fun.
It's Patrick Corbin Day of 2025. It's going to be.
It's incredible. Charlie, he's got to find a second job ASAP. Okay. Tigers Rockies game 1. I'm taking the Tigers on the run line here minus 1.5. Casey Mize on the mound. He's 5-1, 2.7 ERA. Bum ass Kyle Freeland on the mound for the Rockies. He's not even a bum. The Rockies are just terrible. 0-4, 5.7 ERA. Good luck. God bless. Tigers game 1.
Well, I'll just throw it out there. It's not one of my best bets, but I am on Tigers game 1 in a parlay. So Casey Mize, all of everything you just said, I agree with you. They should have a big game against those minor league ball players out there in Colorado.
Last thing I said, the Orioles cannot keep trucking out Charlie Moore. They got to do something. I know they acquired Luis Castillo. We haven't mentioned that, right? They acquired Luis Castillo yesterday from the Mariners.
Yeah. Wait, let me tell you something. Wrong one. That's a different Luis Castillo.
Yeah.
Shut the fuck up.
Yep. They had 2 Luis Castillos.
Well,
When I saw it come through
it's about time they clean that mess up.
Yeah, wrong one. They got the wrong Luis Castillo. Unfortunately, they probably thought they were trading for the.
I guarantee you, when he walks into the clubhouse, at least one Oriole's gonna be like, "Dude, didn't you have dreads yesterday?"
Oh, yeah. 100%. Boys, let me give my best bets next. I am on the Phillies on the money line, and obviously the T-Wolves minus the 10.5. Me and Josh are on a little collab special. Minus 19.5 plus 275, and let's see that cash here. Let me put up on the screen for everyone to take their screenshots. Get the best bets in. Let's continue to cash. Everyone on the show has been red hot over the last couple weeks. We're going to continue to be red hot over the next couple weeks. JD, it's been a fun show, brother.
It has been.
We never do what we plan on doing, but that's the beauty of this show. JD, any parting words before we get out of here today?
Yes. Let's fucking win.
Wow, fire me up. Let's fucking win. Joe, get us out of here. What do you got?
You know, like my boy JD says, let's fucking win, man. You either win with us or watch us win.
100%. Hefe, have a safe trip. Get us out of here. What do you got?
Yeah, fellas. Wow. I mean, thank God the Knicks don't play for the next 2 days because my heart can't take it. I need a break. With that being said, big game on the ice tonight. Oilers, I think they got a shot at going up 2-0. Vegas is not looking like they can compete with the mighty Canadians. Love the Oilers.
All right. Well, there we go. Well, guys, we appreciate every single one of you. We'll be back. Same time. Well, no. I always say that. I have to get out of that. We won't be back at 11:45. We'll be back at our normal standard programming time tomorrow at noon. We appreciate every single one of you. JD, you want to make an announcement about the late show today?
Yes, there is going to be no actually late show. Since there was as far as the slate tonight is kind of small, and we kind
super
of
small
went over it all actually here. So
we combined the late show with the early show. We got our guy Joe on here. Joe, you've been fantastic. Seriously, thank you for hopping on. It's always a blast chopping it up with you. You're one of the best in the business, especially at props, and you're giving out some bangers. We're going to cash them all. We'll see you guys tomorrow. Everyone have a great day. Peace. Hope I didn't hit the button. I didn't hit